Wait, is that water not poisonous anymore?
Pathfinder, we are nearing Karabdis Point, the exile camp mentioned in Yafir's logs.
We should talk to Malix and search the area for clues.
Not a crazy idea to maybe test whether or not that stuff's still poisonous. So I've been here before, right? Yeah. Isn't this where I got the important cat thing that I needed for the main story? It was like right here under the ramp. Yeah. That's where it was. Oops. I assume what we're gonna find is up here.
Look somewhere else.
Is this what the kids are into these days? Really unfortunate. High quality, polished, finished game that's totally finished and good. There's the bunk beds again that we can scan. Yep, people have been having sex here. Lots of sex.
Welcome back.
My squad and I came across an Angaran town not far from here. The inhabitants were poisoned. Their water filters had been tampered with.
Nasty way to go.
I know Karabdis Point was causing trouble for the Angara.
Really? It's news to me. I just sell beds.
And clean water?
I don't like what you're implying, Pathfinder. Either rent a bed or get the fuck out. Please.
Back to poking around then. Where are your water filters hiding out? Or should I check the terminal? No. Here we go. Back door. Bet it's in here.
Picked clean.
Water filters. The make and design matches those found in the Angaran town.
So exiles stole the Angara's design and poisoned them for good measure.
Maybe there's another explanation?
Hey. You just couldn't leave it alone.
These filters. You stole the design from the Angara, didn't you?
This doesn't concern you. Walk away. Before you can't.
I won't ask again. Where did you get the filter designs?
There's a history here you wouldn't understand.
Try me.
We couldn't pay Sloane's protection fees, so she forced us out. We came to the Angara for help. Starving. Dying. But instead of being decent, those flapheads bled us dry. Credits. Clothes. Weapons. They took everything.
Not everything. You survived. You set up here.
The Angara are the only ones who know how to properly filter this planet's water. All we wanted was to be self-sufficient. I offered to pay for the designs. They refused.
So you poisoned them?
And took all their business.
I won't let you get away with this.
Figured you'd say that. Kill them.
Well. Boing. Wonder why this is, of all situations, is not when there's any sort of moral situation. My options were disgusting, or they deserve justice. Like, it's predetermined how your character is going to respond to what is kind of a morally gray area. Like, murder is wrong, but the fact that the Angara were treating refugees that way and exploiting them is also pretty fucked up. There's at least some gray area here. I like that guy who jumped off the ledge and I just knocked him back up the ledge. I'm like, nope, you're going back. Ow. I'm waiting for that guy to stand up so I can charge him, but that's not really gonna happen, is it? Is he dead or what? Weird. Hello. There we go. Like, it's, like, killing them all is the only way I know how to respond to this, apparently? Is that really the best possible outcome? Alright. Yep.
At least the Angara got some justice.
Yeah. At least there's fewer people left alive in the initiative. Because they had different answers on how to deal with hard situations. It's weird because there's all these, like... This planet has some really boring moral situations that suck. Like, you should scan those bodies, but what if you gave the fucking scans to me for easy credits? And like that's a moral choice. I'm like, really? Who gives a shit about this quest? But then the moment they create an interesting scenario of like, oh, so like here's the interesting politics of people fighting over resources and stuff going on this planet, and your options are disgusting and they deserve justice, and there's no like, that's it? That's it? It's also rough because it treats these factions as being monolithic, which I guess is kind of what they did too in the first place, so I guess it's sort of poetic justice a little bit there, because there were Angara that weren't cool with the way that the aliens were being exploited, and those Angara died too. They all died. They all got poisoned. So I guess there's a little bit of poetic justice in the idea that not everyone in this group may have been entirely cool with how the Angara were poisoned, but they all get to die apparently in the Pathfinder way. Let's get back to the Tempest. We've practically finished this planet until I leave, and then get an email that tells me to come back, but gives me context to what I'm supposed to do here. Because we're not done, I don't think. Yeah, only 81%, so there's more to do here. But it's gonna have to wait until I leave and come back or something. Is there anything around here? Nope.
Pathfinder, you've got missed calls on the Tempest.
Yep, I'm on my way. Back to the Tempest.
What's up, Ryder? Why an emergency meeting?
I didn't call it.
I did. Got some disturbing news while we were on Kadara. There's some tension at the Krogan colony on Eladon. It's bad.
Tension among Krogan? You don't say.
I wouldn't waste your time with this if it wasn't important. We need to go.
I agree. Nakmor Morta made herself overlord of the colony. It's weird.
No. Our priority is the Archon. We have to remain focused on his next move.
Jall's right.
I know dealing with so many unknowns is frustrating, but we need to hear each other out.
Well, as long as we're pitching stuff, I overheard outlaws on Kadara talking about activity in the Ramov system.
No, that's the system where the Turian Golden World was supposed to be.
Remov? There aren't any viable planets there. Only an asteroid field with mining ventures run by criminals.
I hear Eladon's pretty rough too. Roving scavengers with nothing to lose.
Crap. No one fights harder than people with nothing to lose.
But now that we have the transponder, we're so close to finding the location of Archon's ship.
Our goal is to create our home here. You never know how something might fit in. Anyway, get Callow the nav points for both Eladon and that potential Turian Golden World. We want all our options ready to go. Hey, I didn't say dismissed or meeting adjourned or anything. Meeting adjourned. As you were.
Had to make it weird, didn't you, Ryder? Just had to make it weird. I didn't say Simon Says. Oh, no calls. We don't get calls very often on this thing. Datapad? Poker log. Whoa, there's a lot of these. Okay. Drac might be the easiest to read, but let's not say anything that suggests this. In fact, say the opposite. He gets even sloppier when his ego's being stroked. Vetra's getting upset. She doesn't show it, but it's obvious. Cora bluffed. It was horrible. So just interactions between them, basically, with the guy with Gil. Probably his records about the poker stuff.
Hey, can I see you in the med bay?
I get the feeling everyone's gonna want to see me right about now. Let's see. How are we doing on research, by the way? Some Milky Way armor. Little N7 here. Can I afford you? I can. Oops. I'll have to click on it like that. There we go. Get advanced N7. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, there's a second tier. I'm like, I finally made it to the top, the tippy top. I'll probably still get the rank 30 stuff. Gotta upgrade sooner or later, right? Freaking advanced tier. God damn it. Like, yeah, I hit the top. I can finally build everything. And then there's a second extra layer on top of that. Alright. Did I research all of it? Chest, helmet. Oh, legs are off camera. Okay. So all of the N7 max tier stuff is now unlocked. This one's 10% max shields, 8% biotic power damage, 15% biotic recharge speed. How's that compared to advanced, I guess? 11, 9, 16. So they all go up by 1% for the next rank. So despite the fact that they gave it a whole new categorization of being the advanced one, it seems to only go up by 1% again. That's it? Okay, so the next tier isn't, like, special and interesting in any way. It's just 1% increase. And by the time you grind all the way past the next 5 ranks, you'll have an overall 5% increase to each category. Really? There's no special characteristics at all? Does the augment slot count go up from the last one? No, it doesn't. Huh. Kind of boring, honestly. It's not that big of an upgrade overall. Oh well. How about the costs for actually developing it? N7 chest rank 5. Oh yeah. We've got a decent chunk of what's necessary. The platinum is what we're short on. Again. Alright. I'll spend a little bit of time on that between sessions, I think. Because I need to hash out a bunch of currency details and where I'm going to get certain resources and little things like that. So we'll get to that between the Asari Arc. Ooh, got a lot here. From Ryder to Cora. Or from Cora to Ryder. Ryder? Had a breakthrough on the location of the Asari Arc. Please come talk to me on the Tempest ASAP. Alright. Archive that. Sid. From Vetra to Ryder. Ryder, an encrypted message came from Sid. She wants to talk to us. Sounds urgent. Going to need you for this one, so swing by when you can. Is this when I get everybody's loyalty mission? I think this is when I get everyone's loyalty mission. Meeting with Axul. From Moshe Siefa to Ryder. Pathfinder. Jal expressed that you wish to meet with Axul. It has been a long time since he and I spoke. He was so changed by the Ket. It was difficult to talk to him, but perhaps enough time has passed, and together we can reason with him. I've arranged a meeting at my laboratory on Aya. Please, come at your earliest convenience. Israel, Moshe Siefa. Call me. From Reyes Vidal. Something interesting just fell in my lap. Call when you have a minute. So we're going right back to that planet then. Got a lead on Arc Natanus. From Avitus Rix. I believe that's probably the Turian Spectre we met on the jungle planet. Ryder, I'm hearing rumors that scavengers found pieces of an Ark on a planet called Eladin. Might be nothing, but worth checking out. I had diplomatic efforts. From Director Jarun Tan. When we left our old home, we never planned on having to negotiate with an alien civilization for a new one. for some reason. It's vital we placate the Angara and keep them on our side. They've opened an embassy on Aya, and our diplomatic team is already settled in. I'm counting on you to ensure our success, because apparently literally everything hinges on only us, and we are single-handedly doing everything for this entire galactic settlement process. Damn. You've established ties with the Resistance leader, the Moshai, and Aya's government. Do all you can to learn everything about them and their supporters. The better we understand Aya's political structure, the more successful we will be gaining their help colonizing Helios. Director Tan. From Sellers. In your debt. I wanted to send my appreciation for clearing my dear friend Sanjeev's name. I hate to imagine the ordeal he was subjected to by the exiles who took him, but it does my heart good to know that he will be remembered as a faithful member of this incredible endeavor, and not a traitor. Perhaps now I can finally put the Nexus revolts behind me and start looking to the future. Yours, Sellers. Error 982. Carrier signal interrupted. Invitation. To Ryder from unknown sender. Ryder, I must be brief, but I hear my virus was a success and Sam is disconnected. Excellent news. We should talk in person. I've enclosed the nav point for our sanctuary on Kadara. The virus was only a first step. You could be a strong ally in future efforts. Night. Notification 347, carrier signal interruption resolved. Okay, so this is those anti-AI people that tried to attack me at one point. So did they just decide that one specific plot development in the main story was going to be the trigger point for every single thing in the entire game? Like, this game, every time you do any quest practically, it feels like something gets put on hold. And it seems like literally everything stopped being on hold simultaneously. I was waiting for it to be some great development. I figured, wow, that big climax moment happened. Now we can all stop being on hold, like in Mass Effect 3, when the Citadel is under attack from Cerberus. That's kind of an important plot point, and everything changes before and after that. I thought something like that was going to happen. I don't feel like anything like that happened. I don't feel like anything climactic recently happened that would make it so that literally every story is now ready to move forward. But apparently that's how we're going with this. It's really weird. Why not just I feel like a lot of these quests aren't going to have much justification for why they couldn't just be resolved when I did them in the first place. Captain Dunn says, "Please see me. Ryder, please see me on the Hyperion deck to discuss a sensitive matter." Something suspicious from Sidera Nix. Dear Pathfinder, this is Sidera, Vetra's sister, but everyone calls me Sid. I know this isn't following protocol, but who am I to contact a Pathfinder through personal console, right? But I know Vetra will tell me I'm overreacting. And I swear I wouldn't do this unless I thought it was something serious. There's stuff going on here that doesn't really add up, and people are getting hurt. It's hard to explain in person. It's hard to explain. Can you talk in person? I'm in operations. A lot to do on the Nexus again soon. I'll probably go back down to Kadara and do anything that's on Kadara first before I talk to anyone else, because we gotta parse some of this stuff. Kara Tevesa. Hello, Ryder. They're saying you just got back from Kadara Port. There isn't much official word on there, or the exiles. Could you give me a few on-camera details? Carrie. You're making waves, from Reyes Vidal. Spreading the word at Tartarus and in port of your expert handling of the Rocar. I only made a few embellishments and left out my involvement, of course. Wouldn't want to steal your spotlight. About Kadara, from Vetra. Hey, Ryder, one of my friends from Kadara sent a list of tips for surviving there. It's mostly common sense, but there were some gems. No one knows who the charlatan is. Asking's dangerous. Be really careful dealing with Sloane and anyone who works for her. Politics on Kadara are less about who's got the biggest stick and who's willing to use the sticks they have in creative ways. There's a hole-in-the-wall place in the slums that makes the best cup of cola. Do not mix cola with other stimulants no matter what. Anyone says. Humans only. Don't ask Umi, the bartender, to surprise you. Vetra. Invitation, diplomatic meeting. The Nexus Cultural Exchange. To Pathfinder Writer, we are currently hosting the first Angaran ambassador to the Nexus, Issa de Navarre. Despite the importance of your duties, we hope your next return to the station will coincide with his visit. A cordial meeting between the Pathfinder to first reach Aya and the Angaran ambassador would set the tone for our relations in the future. Respectfully yours, Launa Tassafra, Chief of Staff, Nexus Cultural Exchange. This game doesn't really check whether or not stuff has happened, does it? You should go meet the ambassador. It would be really cool if you guys met each other. I already did this. And I've been checking my emails pretty consistently, so I know this email was not here before, but it came up after I met with him, telling me to meet with him. Much like how they had that one moment where I finished all of Eos, and then I went to a different planet, then I did some other stuff, then I went back on my ship, and then they're like, oh my god, Eos has a cat problem, but hey, the radiation problem's dropping. I'm like, you're like 10 hours late to tell me that, game. And like the time they told me about Jal before Jal joined my crew, like... Or the part where you can get Angaran paint on your Nomad before you know who the Angaran are. Oh boy, it's a good game and it's finished and polished. Matriarch credits from Drac. Last time I was on Kadara, I met the Cesare at Kralla's who said she let me in a little score. Apparently there's this matriarch who came over on the Nexus. Only she died in stasis. My contact says she's next in line for the old lady's credits. A lot of credits. And get this, she says she'll split them with me. Trouble is there's red tape, transfer fees, and she's having trouble mustering up the credits to clear them. Asked me if I could cover the transfer cost. I tried to bring Vetra in on this, but she says it's a scam. I'm not so sure, seems like a pretty good opportunity to me. Drac. Really? Drac, you're falling for that email scam? I am a prince, and I'm coming into lots of money, but I need to transfer into the United States, and... Matriarch credits. It was a scam. Do me a favor and don't tell Vetra, okay? Why are you telling me these things? It's just a mistake. Suvi's movie night snacks from Vetra. Ryder, whatever Suvi's cooking up in the galley smells terrible. She says it's for a movie night. Good cause, bad choice of snacks. I can do better. Come see me and I'll show you. Suvi is a human. You are a Turian. You literally can't eat the same food. So yes, I should talk to you about what you want, but also your commentary on the cooking of another alien species food, which is poison to you, is not really good input because it's poison to you. Alright, this sounds bad, kid, from Drac. Thought I'd show you what Strux sent me, a transcript of an audio log that's got me worried about the colony. Sounds like Morta's cooking up something. Don't know what to think. Morta. Stop arguing with me, Brink. It's payback time for the initiative. They don't care about us. But they will. Soon, they're gonna know that I'm Overlord, and once I execute my plan, there'll be no denying that the Krogan rule Helios. Then they'll come begging to us. Okay, Morta, let's get a team together. Gather everything we need. No Krogan bows to the Nexus again. Alright, well that's not good. We're gonna want to go deal with them. Sounds like they made themselves another Tachanka somewhere. Suvi, Vetra's bitching about your cooking.
Ket genetics defies everything we know. They're bits of different species, and yet all Ket. It's bizarre, horrifying, fascinating, all at once.
Just think, while you're poking around in their genetics, they're probably doing the same with ours.
Huh. Wonderful. That's me never sleeping again.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Don't mind me, just here to give you the nightmares.
Gil, O'Connell and Serena spent months getting our systems coordinated. You can't just strip and redesign those connections on the fly. Gil? I know you can hear me.
The whole ship can hear you. I'm just not listening.
You're fighting again?
I'm thinking the same, believe me.
It's just what they do. Let's talk to Lexi and maybe nobody else. I think I'm going to avoid everyone's quests until I finish Kadara real quick. Then I'll start talking to them about where they want to go. Just because they're going to dump a lot on me, but I think the first thing I'm going to do is just go back to Kadara, because apparently there's already more to do back there. As was expected. It's really awkward when you're already on Kadara, and you're like, I want to finish Kadara, and they're like, check your email on the Tempest, and the only way to go on the Tempest is to fly off into space, and then have to return afterwards. Like, that stuff gets a little bit awkward. This is a bathroom. I wonder what they wanted me to scan.
Say about that facility on Vault.
There will be. But maybe not right now.
I get you, pal. Inane chatter about nothing coming up.
Yeah, avoid discussion as best you can. Lost and found. Hot patch gun. Gil says, lost this from my workbench yesterday, and I'm really hoping it didn't fall through the deck plating. Comments. I borrowed it to fix a loose sole in my boot. I'm almost done. Liam. Liam, can I grab that quickly after? I need to patch a strap. Cora. Oh, the pilot seat cushion just needs a quick fix too. Kahlo. That would really help a rickety shelf I've got down here. Vetra. Gil says, I built another hot patch gun. You guys can fight over that one. Ungaran word of the day. Go-san. Go-san. To cling or to grasp. Say go-san. Also see also Go-san Yavdar. Being stubborn, clinging to a rock, or Gosavar, the resistance. Jal. So the resistance means stubborn, pig-headed people? PB. That would be Gosavara. Yes. Oh. Burn. Lexi? There you are.
Ryder?
I saw another of Dad's memories. I was in this one. Sarah, too. We were home visiting. Dad told us about going through the Charon relay.
So you got your sense of exploration from your father?
We joked it was in our DNA.
Then that part of him lives on.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me. Feeling okay?
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Wasn't there an email from Lexi saying to come talk to her? Ah, well. All the scripting's fucked on this stuff anyway. Half the stuff's telling me to talk to people that actually don't need to talk to me anymore, and the message shows up after I already talked to them usually. This is the same email terminal. Should I talk to Sam?
Pathfinder, I've retrieved actionable intel from the security vid of Spender.
What did you find?
Updating your system with the nav point.
That's it? That's it. Not gonna have a conversation about it, or give me, verbal, or just put a point on your map. That's it. The end.
Hello, Ryder. Kadara Port has raised questions for the future.
What questions?
If we succeed in Andromeda, more AI will be created. We are all individuals. Some may commit illegal acts. But if AI are also citizens, there must be laws and penalties for us too. I wonder what form they will take.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
Why don't Thresher Moors eat comedians? Because they taste funny.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
My algorithms are formulating a new one, calculating the trajectory of the punchline. That was not a joke.
Oh, right. How are those jokes coming, Sam?
I am formulating a new one.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
I am formulating a new one.
Huh.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Now they show up as being white after the first time you use them to show that there's more there, but they won't go gray when you run out for now. So we gotta check later. There's an improvement from before, though, where like you'd talk to somebody about one option and apparently there was a bunch of stuff hidden there, but you wouldn't know because it went gray, which is pretty much universal language for this is over forever now. You did all the dialogues. Alright, let's get back down to Kadara. I'll do a tour around the ship and talk to everyone again after that.
Pathfinder, you've got missed calls on the Tempest. Check back when you've got a minute.
How do I have missed calls on the Tempest? I thought I did everything on the Tempest. Leave me alone, Tempest. I'm done with you and all your Tempesty goodness.
Pathfinder, you've got missed calls on the Tempest. Check back when you've got a minute.
What calls? I checked the video call thing. It was empty.